And the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Marr now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift, 61. Shift. Hey, quick.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
20. Check 15, check 15.
Now it's Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
There we go. Go right in. Time to go. We're going to 54. Right in. 3 down. Pick the edge. Come. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let him know. Check. We're going to 53.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No, no, no. Off. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. There we go. Kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check. 45. Hey, kill. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check. Fresno. Check 3. He's cracked. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Shift. Let's go.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, exit. 55. Check 55.
To throw again. Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rush in. 11. Rush in. 11. 55. 955.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Here we go. 47. Let's go, D. Check 99. Check 99. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. 3rd and long for Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Got it. 25. Got it. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch. Got it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On second and 11 now. Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. From the gun, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now second and 7 from the 23. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side, he has Witten. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
36.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Check out. Kill.
And again, it's Prescott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 54. It's going to be a long. Hey, kill. Check nickel. 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott caught left side by Cow. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Jim. Hey, kill. Show 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Ryan. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So 2 quarters down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Count. 27. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Alert flare. Switch. Kill. Go to 54. Line 26.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Going down the left side, it's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And by